Okay, let's do a recap of what happened today with Tesla, the stock indices, gold, silver, Bitcoin, Ethereum. So let's start with Tesla. So we closed at 391.01, down $4.14, 1.05% down. Post-market, we seem to be up by $1, almost $1. So let's recap what happened today. So are we still into our bullish channel? The answer is no. This is the bullish channel right here, and we are no longer into it since yesterday. So this is the second candle outside of it. So, the more candle we are going to get outside of this bullish channel, the more important, the more believable this will be. Time does not respect what is done without it. So you need time in order to believe something. If your drunk friend stops drinking for 15 minutes, are you going to start thinking that he's sober? Maybe not. If he has stopped drinking for 6 months, okay, well, 6 months, this is becoming believable. A month, a little bit less. 15 years, yes. So of course, we cannot wait for too long because stocks will move. But the more time we have, the more confident we are into a specific break of pattern. So this is a second candle. This is better than only one candle. Let me put it that way. Let's take a look at what happened today. Let's move on to the 1 hour chart to get more details. So yesterday, this is the candle yesterday, red candle. No, sorry, this is Friday. So yesterday is this one right here. This one just below. We have support at 393.51, which is the low that we did Tuesday right here. This is the low of Tuesday. We did not break that low. Yesterday. We came close. We were coming down. Right here, but we stopped. Today, we opened a little bit higher, and then we went straight down. So we had a break of this support. No stochastic over 60. That's a sell signal. But I did not advise yet on Discord to short it. I'm going to tell you why. If you shorted it, the fact that it moved just a little bit higher and now is coming down would have meant most likely that the short would have been okay. But the reason why I did not advise it on Discord was that we were watching SPX. So SPX is really a market driver. Yes, sometimes Tesla is weaker than SPX, just like today, minus 1% for Tesla and almost 1% higher for SPX. But I was looking at that SPX, and yesterday, SPX broke its support. It broke its support at 65.51. It broke it. So that would have been a short. But it did so, at the last half hour of the day. So it was too risky to get in at that point. So we watched SPX this morning. So watching it on the first hour, we pretty much stayed put at the same place. We were watching this is the 5-minute chart. We were watching to see if we were going to break lower than where we were on, yesterday at 65.33. So we were watching, are we going to break that 65.33? And we never did. So even though this was technically a break lower than the big support that we have been watching, this is the big support. Boom, 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 boom. This is the big support. So we broke, but because it was on the last last half an hour and over the evening and the night and the morning, things could have happened. This was not the best time to enter. And today we just went higher. So maybe SPX is going to recover. That's my point. Maybe SPX is going to recover. So if it recovers, Tesla might join the crowd. Might join the crowd in going higher if the stock market goes higher. So this is why we stayed put, and when we saw that SPX was moving higher, then this was making Tesla's move less interesting. And as SPX was going higher, Tesla did exactly the same. It did exactly the same. It started to go higher also. Yes, there's a bit of a pullback towards the end of the day. But SPX is not having that big of a pullback. We started right here and we are maintaining ourselves. SPX is maintaining itself quite well. So this is kind of looking like we might have reached a bottom for SPX. So if we reach the bottom, then it might mean that we are going to start to go higher. So on the 1 hour chart, we don't have any bullishness yet. So this rebound, this is rebounding because this is moving higher, is not enough to convince our technical indicators that we have bullish momentum back. So bullish momentum is not back at all. Even though we went from 65.33 today up to 66.57. So we are stopping where we stopped not too long ago. This is where we are right now. So this is starting to look like a congestion zone. The top being 66.57 right here. The bottom 65.33. So this is starting to look like this. So if we are getting a move higher than 66.57 with momentum, we are going to conclude that this is a nice buy signal, a nice buy opportunity on the 1 hour chart. Conversely, if we start to weaken next week and start to go lower than 65.33, well, this is going to be a bearish indication. So right now we still don't have any momentum on the 1 hour chart. On the daily chart, even less. On the daily chart, there's even less momentum. Momentum takes longer to be seen on the daily chart. We need stochastic over 60, and we won't get it on the daily chart until maybe 5-6 days. Good strong days before we are starting to get our technical indicators back. And even on the 1 hour chart, when the momentum comes there first, the momentum comes at the smaller time frame first and builds up from the 1 minute chart, the 5, the 15, the 30, the 1 hour, the 4 hour, the daily chart, and everything. So the momentum is still not there on the 1 hour chart yet. So this is where we are. We are still towards, we are still at the bottom of that congestion zone. This is the support line right here. And for each support line, we can do a corresponding resistance line. So this is where we are right now, with a little bit of a fluke right here. So this one at least did not fool us. It did not fool us. We were watching it like crazy. And no, 65.33, which was an extension of the support, did not fail, and it prevented us from shorting something that would have come back against us. So at least, yeah, technical analysis is helping us buy at the right time. It's also preventing us from buying at the wrong time. So this was a perfect example today. Perfect example, textbook example. And these are the types of discussions we are having on Discord during the day. We don't discuss every 5 minutes. We are looking at stuff, mainly Tesla stock on the 1 hour chart. And because Tesla stock is influenced by the VIX and by SPX, we are looking at basically the three of them on the 1 hour chart. And when we are looking at the 1 hour chart, we have one candle per hour. We only need to watch once per hour. So even if you have a full-time job, it's perfectly fine to join a Discord which is not focused on 5-minute trades here and there. It's a Discord that's focused on the daily chart for many stocks. And because Tesla moves a lot, we are also looking at Tesla on the 1 hour chart. So this was a small explanation as to how we are doing things on Discord. And also another thing I need to say about this, okay, each time a stock breaks a support, you know, this is the support I've been talking about, the congestion zone, blah, blah, blah. Each time a stock breaks a support, like this one right here, and it comes back up, you know, it comes back up, blah, 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 blah. Then this is kind of encroaching in the area where buyers come in. So because of this candle right here, that had a low of 382, then, you know, technically, because we have done it in the past and we are observing the market, you know, we are observing the market and the market is telling us stuff. So the market is really telling us that it's possible to go back to 382 and come back from it. Why? Because it did so. It did so last Friday. So today, you know, this is pretty much what happened. So my point is that we are going to have a hard time shorting this one. It's going to be really hard because Tesla keeps extending itself, going a little bit lower, just a little bit at a time, so that we have to lower our ultimate support from which to short. So right now, yes, we can short from 393, which was broken again. But it was broken today, but it was broken again this morning. It did not work too well and was broken last Friday, and we came back up. So you see how unreliable that support is starting to be. So that 393.51 support is starting to be a little bit unreliable just because it's showing us that it is unreliable. I'm not making this up. I'm watching what's happening. I'm watching the market, and the market is telling me stuff. So now a better support to short from would be 382.82, which is right here, this one right here. But then at this point, where can we short that down to? Well, guess what? 378, 372, and 360.65. So there's no room. So sometimes we don't find good signals, even though something can go down. If we cannot find a good signal, a good grip, if you don't have a good grip on something, it's better not to do anything. So it's okay. We are going to get other signals, and if this really starts to continue down, we are going to get other signals. That's for sure. But yeah, Tesla is not going down very cleanly. You know, it's really hanging in there. Basically, this is what's happening. 410.25 was a support also. So it was broken. So that would be a sell signal, a short. But look at what happened. Okay, you short here. So this is a short from what? Last Wednesday. So you see how bad the short would have been. Okay, in that case of last Wednesday, we had the bullish channel support right here. So, you know, this is why we didn't short it, because the move was so close, you know, the support was so close. But looking at it from a horizontal support perspective, 1 day, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days, and it has not moved. So this is what I'm telling you. We don't have much grip to find something. You know, we want to find something that breaks and then it goes. So this is where the money is. But Tesla is really holding on for dear life, and what is happening in the market is almost unheard of. Almost unheard of. You know, I'm going to be posting something tonight on Discord. Tom Lee mentioned the 5 reasons for which what happened yesterday in the market happened. I'm going to post it on Discord. But, you know, we are living special times. Special times. Okay, so VIX. What's happening with the VIX? VIX 23.42. 23.42. So we are down by 3. We are down by 3. So that's not nothing, but we are still at 23. We need it to be less than 20. So the market is still not yet ready for a nice rebound. This is good what happened today, but this is not super ready. Let's take a look at the stock indices, how they fared. So Dow Jones 1% higher, basically sideways move. SPX, we beat that one to death. We are bouncing on support so far, but no momentum yet. No bullish momentum yet. It could be just a dead cat bounce. So it could be just bouncing because it's made out of rubber, and we could be continuing down. So let's not forget that. When we don't have stochastic over 60, we should not believe any move up, any candle, any green candles, any price that go higher. We should not believe any of that. It could be just part of a regular bounce. QQQ. Also this one, you know, it broke yesterday. That was not looking good. And we are higher today. Nasdaq looking a little bit better. So this is bouncing also, but no momentum yet. Russell, nice bounce, no momentum. So keep this in mind. And yeah, let me just do something right here. So, you know, we have this. This is where we are. This is where we are. So, you know, we are into a bearish channel. Right now, we are stopping. We are stopping right here. We could be stopping up to here and then come back. So if it comes back, we are going to be ready. Right now, this fluke did not get us. Maybe this is going to do this. But if it comes back, we sure are going to be ready. Okay, so this is for the stock indices. Let's take a look at gold and silver. Gold and silver still undecided also. What did I say yesterday? Look at this. This is hovering above and below 3110. So that number really important. It's really it is having a hard time deciding what to do. It's just going sideways. This is undecided. This is noise. This is noise. There is no momentum on our technical indicators. Silver, same thing. No momentum. This is the 1 hour chart. Let me go on the daily chart. So on the daily chart, so a move down today. So silver is down by 1%. Right on support. So at least the good news is that we seem to be holding support. This is the third time we are holding this line. But we are still not above that 1685 line. Once we get above that 1685 line, then we should be having a nice move. Right now, it does not know what it wants to do. Okay, let's take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin. So, okay. So, there was a possibility. So we are down 1.57%. We are at 85,000. We said that once we were going to break 98,000, we were going to go down to 88,000 right here, which we did. And now we are continuing. Yesterday, we said that there was a possibility that we were going to bounce on this. Well, the bounce is quite low. The candle is not finished, but so far the candle is not even bouncing on that support, which could have been a bottom. But we don't call, you know, this was a, this potential bottom, yeah, this potential bottom was an idea. We did not have evidence. It was a possibility. So far, the possibility is not looking too good. We seem to be, well, we are below right now. The candle is not finished, so maybe we are going to finish above. Then we are going to see on Saturday and Sunday what's happening. The good news is that we have this long wick at the bottom. The long wick right here means that we came down almost to 80,000 and then we were pushed back up. This is what a long wick at the bottom of the candle means, that buyers stepped in. So buyers stepped in. You see it here. It went down like this, stepped in, stepped in, stepped in. So there's a little bit of a good news right here on the 1 hour chart. But yes, we had, I think, the same kind of good news yesterday, and it did not yield much. But still, I see it, I call it. So 80,000 is another support that we could be bouncing on, because it seems like this support at 86,000 is not going to hold. So 80,000 is another one. If it does not bounce on that, then we should be seeing further move down. So Bitcoin is not out of the woods yet either. And Ethereum, well, okay, Ethereum, yeah, this is pretty much the same thing that happened with SPX. You know, we had support, we broke it and recovered, so that became our new support. We need to follow what the market is telling us. Then that new support, just like just like Tesla, more like Tesla, that new support was broken, and now we are down to the next horizontal support at 27.34, and so far we are holding. So maybe this is where Ethereum is going to stop. If it does not stop there, it's going down to 23.27 right here. If not, it could stop at 21.84. But it is into a downward channel. You know, you see it? This is the channel. It should go down. It should continue down, even though it might have a move up. It should continue down overall within that channel, because we don't have any good momentum, bullish momentum indicators. So, you know, so we are not out of the woods yet. So I cannot call a bottom on anything yet. We don't have enough evidence. Maybe the bottom is going to come right here. We are going to know once we are going to break 66.57. Yes, you can say, well, I would have preferred to buy on at 65.33. It was lower. Yes, it was lower, but it was more risky. You know, if you buy here and it does this, you cannot blame anybody but yourself. But if you buy here on support, sometimes it works. But if you wait until you see a pattern break, then you have a higher probability that things are going to go in your direction. So that's it. That's it for me today. This is Friday. So, yeah, in summary, maybe a very tiny short for Tesla on the 1 hour chart if we break that 382.82. But this is going to be a very shallow short. So I don't think it's worth it much. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. If you like what I do, you can become a YouTube member in order to get access to my private Discord server. We are going to talk on Monday, unless you are a member at the Discord level, because for those people, we are doing a Tesla Weekly Live on Sunday. So every Sunday, we are looking at all of our stocks in the watch list. So from Apple, Nvidia, AMD, Palantir, Amazon, Microsoft. We have so many stocks that we are looking at. Great stocks. SoFi, Rivian, IonQ, Oklo, Oscar, Coinbase, Xpeng. It's almost too much. It's almost too many stocks. Almost too many. So we are looking at that. We are looking at the weekly chart when it makes sense to see the broader pattern for Tesla. You know, weekly chart. I've looked at it this week. What is the weekly chart telling us? What is the weekly chart telling us? And then we are looking at sectors. We are looking at sectors to see how the sectors are performing. Voila. So I'm going to wish you a great evening. Consider becoming a member. We are going to talk on Monday, and I'm going to tell you à la prochaine.